Good day, everyone. My name is Angelo Q, and for this activity, I will interview a professional to learn about the role of technical writing in her field. The purpose of this interview is to gain insights about her experiences, strengths, and challenges in technical writing, and to highlight its importance in her profession. Today, I am joined by Miss Beatriz Valencia, a dedicated professional in her field. She has 2 years of experience and is currently working as a practitioner in civil law. I chose Miss Valencia as my respondent because of her expertise and perspective, which I believe will provide meaningful insights about technical writing. Thank you for joining me today, Miss Valencia. Let's begin with the first question. What is your experience in writing technical papers?
I think I could attribute my technical writing since way back senior high school. I believe most people who have entered humanities and social sciences track will know that you will always they're always writing in every aspect that we do. I used to believe that I would be more in the creative writing field, which I would really love, until I started to realize that that wasn't something that is for me, really. So I started venturing in technical writing more until I reached my profession now. So my experience in the legal field as a legal admin and also as a law student really helped me write clearer, structured, and more precise way. My day-to-day work consists of drafting pleadings, contracts, formal correspondence, even motions, answers, counterclaims, and all of the aspects of legal forms and legal research and writing. In my 2 years working in the legal field and also as a law student in general, those experiences really pushed me to um, question my own skills until I started to learn more about it and be more confident about it. So yeah, I think most of my experience really came from the legal side of things, wherein you have to be really technical in writing certain papers in the legal field.
Okay, thank you for sharing that, ma'am. Moving on to the next one. What are your strengths for in writing technical papers?
I think my strengths in writing technical papers is mostly on understanding who is your audience. Technical writing isn't just being organized and detailed and structured. It's not synonymous to being a formal writer, but more on no way, but more on understanding which is your audience and how you could become professional in that audience and how you would make sure that your paper is still readable and understandable, even if you are being professional about it. What I've learned in the legal standards in general is that you do not have the same audience every time you answer something, although there is structure. And I think I have mastered the art of being able to be concise, know who your audience is, convey the information sent to them without them confusing your terms, still being professional, as I mentioned, and still aligning myself with the legal standards that are set not only by my by my company but also the Supreme Court. So yeah, I think that's also something that I also everyone to understand more on the technical writing is that you don't just have to write formally. You also need to understand who is really reading or who is your audience in your papers.
Okay, thank you po for that. Now for the third question po. What are your weaknesses po in writing technical papers naman po?
One weakness that I could think of is I could be a little bit too rigid with my structure. Um, I I think when I am still a little bit I follow a strict sense of rules when I write my own papers that I tend to forget that there is something that I actually wanted to convey instead of just like me writing my thoughts out. This is a whole problem when it comes to legal documents. based on my experience, because the Supreme Court, as I mentioned earlier, has a standard set of rules and um, structure on how legal documents should be presented. Um, they have a handbook on everything, like even the margins, the font, the spaces. And sometimes when you're writing, you tend to forget most of those structure. Um, and so since I always follow what I think is aesthetically pleasing, I tend to submit papers which which do not follow the other structure that I'm meant to have. And so I'm trying to learn more, to be more flexible, working on like papers that really needed to have a certain set of standards, instead of just me following my guts and saying that, oh, maybe this will work out.
Okay, so thank you po. And finally, what is the value po of technical writing po in your profession po, ma'am?
When it comes to I think um most especially in the legal profession, it is very, very essential to write in clarity and accuracy. Those are two non-negotiable things that I always tend that not even like just me, but even my professors, even my boss would always instill, because you are representing a person. You are fighting for somebody else's life. You are fighting for somebody else's dignity and right. And so if you do not have clarity and accuracy in your writing in general, you are holding somebody else's right in your hands. And so um to me, that my learning more and having technical writing embodied into me helps me to ensure that I would always represent the person that I am writing for in a way that will always defend their right, in a way that it would prevent misunderstanding. It would give them a chance, give them a fighting chance rather, and there wouldn't be any questions on how I write, and to the extent that it will be a smooth legal process to prosecute who I am representing to. And aside from that, it also helped me in like my studies too, because it helped me communicate complex ideas in a way that's easy to follow. um Technical writing, I don't use it just for writing pleadings or writing answers and complaints. I also use it even as my own structure to write my own notes, to understand cases, to understand provisions in the law. Really, it is something that ever since I have started learning helped me a lot, and will still continue helping me in the profession that I entered.
So, thank you po for those very insightful answers, ma'am. So, from this interview with you po, ma'am, I've learned that technical writing po is an essential skill po that helps professional communicate complex ideas po in a clear and organized way po, as you've said po. So, some of the key insights I've noted po is that you shared po that to include conciseness, professionalism, incorporating legal standards as duly required, and the need for accuracy and clarity. Also, the importance of structure or the challenges of simplifying technical content. So this shows po that technical writing po plays a crucial role in ensuring effective communication, ma'am. So documentation and knowledge sharing as well in the workplace. So in the behalf of our class po, ma'am, I would like to sincerely thank you po for sharing your valuable time and insights. So I would also like to thank our teachers and classmates for watching this interview. That concludes my presentation, and thank you and have a great day po, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.